So, good evening. Trust you're doing good, everyone. So, my name is Emmanuel Adebisi. I trade the financial markets, and I'll be taking you on a journey that makes you understand the trends of the market. So, in the market, we have three kind of trend. We have we have the uptrend, we have the downtrend, and we have the range. So, we are meant to understand that our uptrend is when the market is giving us a break of structure to the upside, clearing our protected high, and our downtrend is where the market is giving us a break of structure downward. So I want you to understand that there's a difference between the uptrend and the downtrend, and also the range. So this evening, one of the things I'll be taking you through, it's the uptrend. So the uptrend is formed like this, where the market gives us a structure like this, as you could see on our screen. Gives us a structure like this, a push upward. So when we have a push upward like this, we have our high here, we have this and high, this and high. So when the market clears this recent high, one of the things we call it is break of structure. When the market clears this recent high, we call it also a break of structure. When it clears this recent high, we also call it a break of structure. But before we get our break of structure, one of the things I want you to understand is that the market most definitely usually comes back to 90% of our origin. This is our origin here. This is my origin. This is the origin. This is the origin that caused this break of structure. This break of structure. This is the origin that caused the break of structure. For this break of structure, this is the origin that caused the break of structure. So we need to understand that the market definitely comes back to retest the origin before it gives us a new break of structure. So that is how we get our break of structure. I want to make you understand that one of the key things you need to understand in the financial market is your break of structure. When you understand your break of structure, you are able to understand the general bias of the market. So, haven't said much or haven't said little. This diagram is just something that makes you understand what I'm trying to say. So I'll dive into the charts for us to spot out our structure clearly. Then if you have any questions after you've watched the video, you could send in questions into my DM, then I'll create them to answer you. So one of the things I want you to understand is that structure, when the market clears a recent high, we call it break of structure, but also it's also sweep a buy side liquidity. This is also a sweep of a buy side liquidity. It's also a sweep of a buy side liquidity, and it can also be called a break of structure. One of the things I want to make you understand is that the market is driven by liquidity. So the market tends to clear liquidity. Anywhere it sees liquidity, one of the things the market tends to do is to clear liquidity. So let's dive into our charts. There's a position I've marked out already that will spot our break of structure. Let's spot our break of structure. So we're spotting out our break of structure. So let me use our 4 hours, my 4 hours time frame. So let's spot out the structures. Just want you to stay tuned. So yes, this is it. So now from here I have my break of structure. So I want you to pay attention. I have my break of structure here. The market broke structure upside. As you can see, the market broke structure upside. Then it went up again. It breaks this structure again. I hope you could see as I'm marking them. Then it broke this structure again. It clears this recent high. It clears this recent high till this point. You see I'm spotting it. It clears this recent high. Then we go again. So we go again. You see the market clears another recent high. This is it. You see just come mark it. So this is telling us, okay, this market I'm in is on an uptrend. So in this kind of market, I will not be selling, rather I will buy. Understand? So if you sell in this kind of market, you're trading against the trend. But when you buy in this kind of markets, yes, you are trading with the trend. But before you buy, definitely there's some certain things you need to see before you buy, which definitely as we continue we'll get done with that. So you could see this is it. The market breaks another structure, breaks another, give us another break of structure, signifying, oh, this market is an uptrend, it's just going up, this market is just an uptrend. So I'm marking an external break of structure. If you move downward, it's lower time frame, you could spot more, more breaks of structure internally, but this is an external break of structure, and I hope you see the way I'm marking them. So this is just signifying that, oh, this market that we are into is it's an uptrend. It's an uptrend market. So I don't want to use big forex terms that makes us confuse so easily. So make things simple. Uptrend, downtrend, range, something you could easily understand, something you could easily remember, something if you could see, you could just relate to and give its name so quick. You don't have to waste time in doing that. So see, I was spotting our structure to the upside. So I want you to understand that it is something easy. If you could spot your structure clearly, if you could spot your structure or the general bias of the market clearly, it helps you during your analysis. It helps you do your analysis clearly. It makes you understand what you're doing in the market. So structure is one of the key things you need to understand. I always emphasize it that structure is what makes the market more easier. The easier you understand structure, the easier you could navigate structure, the easier it is for you. The easier you could understand that the market is driven by liquidity, and every structure you are marking, you're not just marking a break of structure, you're marking a liquidity zone. It makes the work easier for you. So now look at something now. See, at this point now I mark this point as where the market is going to break structure. But you see something, the market did not clear it. The market did not clear the break of structure. So in this point, I say, the market did not clear the structure. You need to start paying attention that something must definitely happen. So now we see that the market gives us a change of character. The market gives us a change of character, which is this. Now we call this our MSS. That is market shifts of structure. We call it our MSS because the market refused to break our structure, which is this. It refused to break this. It refused to clear that's our recent high or our protected high, and it gives us a change in character, signifying the market is downward. Now you can see the market has shifted structure downward. So now we're not going to downtrend. We'll continue downtrend in our next contact, but in this contact we're talking about uptrend. So I want you to see how we spot our uptrend. From this point we keep spotting, showing that the market is uptrend. We keep spotting until where we get our change of character. This is how easy it looks. So I just want you to keep things simple, and that is how you enjoy it. So I want to let you know that it is easy. It is easy if you make it easy. If you tell yourself it is easy. So coming back to this, you see what we're saying here, see how it goes. So I will spot our structure. So we don't just have to draw diagram, but show you through live chat. So understand your break, what causes the break, and before there's a break, the market must clear must tap into your origin before it clears your recent protected high, because the market is liquidity driven. So by this we've come to the end of today's video. I hope you find it impactful. So just go ahead, practice, backtest, send in your screenshots, send in your questions, and in my leisure times I'm going to answer them. Thank you very much. I am Adiogo Adebisi. They call me Olu FX. Thank you.